Good morning. My hair looks amazing. String Bean also wants to say hi. So it's the next morning and the kids have been soaking for about 9-10 hours at this point. The instructions say 6 to 10. I usually just do right before I go to bed, and then when I get up the next morning I just pull them out of the water. I gotta put you down, bud. Do you want to take the kits? Make sure nothing else in the box. Don't be lazy like me and just leave stuff in there. Pop out the perforated part. Well, if it comes out. Good enough. I'm gonna have to cut this one. I say rip out the perforated part, or pop out the perforated part, but in reality, it shows a little pair of scissors on the box. And I'm using a box cutter, so probably gonna have to cut it out. Alright, now we have our boxes prepped. This is gonna be what we grow them in. And I wanna give you a word of advice before we do this. The box shows a depiction of them growing out the side as if they just leave the box upright and then they grow out. Through personal experience, they grow out and then the box falls over. So it's best to just keep them like this. They grow better and, well, they grow about the same and they don't fall over. This should feel heavier, but it should stay floating. It doesn't get too much water in there. Like, you want to just kind of dump out the excess water if it gets in the bag. You're just gonna take it, make sure you don't get your kits mixed up. Trust me, if you get them mixed up, it's not that big a deal. One of them's bright pink. Stick it in your box. Make sure you have your scratch side showing through the hole that we cut. Closer on it. I guess you don't have to close it, but you want to avoid the sunlight getting in. You want to have just one exposed area so that mushrooms only grow out of that one area. All right, kit is ready to go. Now, where to put these? So you do not want them to get any direct sunlight. If you put them in an area where like a beam of sunlight in the morning usually sweeps across, it will burn them and they will not grow. So you got to be a little careful about where you put them. An easy way to achieve that, and what I'm going to be doing, because my space is pretty limited and it's pretty well lit, we have a lot of windows here, I'm going to use a box. So I'm going to put them in the box, and then I'm going to put the box under my desk. So it'll be in a well-lit area, well ventilated. I get pretty good airflow from where the fan is, and it'll keep them dark. So I just want to mention on the pink, because of my kit didn't look fantastic when I got it. The reason I know it's still alive is if you actually look at it, you can see that there's actually like white mycelium here, which is really similar to what is on the healthy kit that I got. So I can tell that it's still gonna grow. There's still a very much alive mushroom in there. I just realized I forgot to turn on the lights. But now you can see my face. Now we have our kits looking like this. I'm gonna lay them down in their box and let them sit. I also want to talk about the water. So some of the substrate might come out. You might have some of that like grains coming out that'll get down in the water. And because my kit came in a little not so great, it definitely colored the water. This is fine and normal. It's not, as long as it doesn't smell, like as long as it smells as mushrooms, you're good to go. My mushrooms are in kind of a silly little place. I have them in a box, on a cat carrier, under a desk, because I don't want someone to get into them.